this would be, rather than the card of the day, I will continue that as well. But to do position of the day, obviously the Qigong being more what we've been missing out on, and I'm obviously craving a little bit of a Qigong. So rather than pull a card, I pull a page and open up. So what have we got here? Actually, it's gone to wherever it was, so we can talk about the health benefits and what this is. So bending and side twists like bamboo. So this is a really, really simple stretch. It's where you put your hands together up over the head and you bend to the side. We do this often. It's one of the ones I still do even if I'm not doing Qigong. So bamboo is a Chinese symbol of longevity because it's natural resilience. It has deep roots and an innate pliancy that allows it to bend in the wind. Now, bamboo in the wind is when you have your hands over the stomach and the lower dantian, but twisting like bamboo is obviously when moving in like the bamboo either side with the central column. So its smooth exterior and straight, graceful lines symbolize virtue and simplicity. When you bend and twist like bamboo, you will become flexible and strong like the revered plant. So it's kind of like with all Qigong, they were looking at the things in nature and mimicking their attributes. So, for example, the animal ones that sort of they symbolize all like the bear and all of the different embodiments of that energy. So when you're doing twisting bamboos, you stand with the feet shoulder width apart with your fingers interlocked above your head, palms up, stretched upwards through the heels and of the palms. So you keep the palms up and the fingers interlocked throughout the sequence. So you've got your hands linked up over the head. You bend from hips over to the left, so up and over to the left with far enough for to feel the stretch on the right side. So that might not be that much if you can feel it straight away. Also, I would add, so you breathe in and you exhale over as well with the breath there, returning to the center point. So you repeat this sequence for several times over, bending from the hips and then returning to the position, and then you do the same, but rather than facing forward, you do it and you twist with the head so you've got your hands up and you're facing and the whole twist through the body there. So breathing out as you bend to the side and breathing in as you return upright. So what I wanted to talk about obviously is the health benefits of this. So this builds strength and flexibility through the arms and shoulders, and it stretches the side of the body, stimulating the internal organs. So if you need to modify this, if you're not used to keeping your arms up for long periods of time, or if you have any back, neck, shoulder problems like rotational cuff or anything, start with 1 repetition and increase the number of repetitions when you feel ready. So incrementation, Qigong is about slowly increasing over time. I have personally felt, so I totally relate to this, where I had to stop, even with just stopping for 1 week. It's like like anything, when you stop exercise and you have a break, when you go back to it, it feels hard to start again. But what you don't notice is when you're doing a little bit each day, it's a bit like, I remember the women I used to work with in the council many years ago would say like a biscuit is like moment on the lips is like an inch on the hip. So you're just having this little biscuit every day, you build up that weight over time. So think of it in terms of reversing that in reverse psychology, a little bit of movement every day. So I've had to do this for myself because I found that even though I'd every day over the year, when we did the year of Qigong, I'd built up that whole movement and the subtlety in my body and the strength in my body. Qigong itself actually means practice, Qi practice. So it's the practice, the incrementation of, and the what's the word, discipline of doing it on a regular basis. So you want to be able to do little bits incrementally. So if you can't get your hands up, then maybe you can't even get them touching. So maybe you're just leaning with the hands up halfway. It's doing what's right for you. So maybe you start here and then you are able to get, I can't with the roof here, able to stretch. Maybe you can only do one side, just a little bit at a time with the stretching. So I'm going to leave it at that because I want these to be bite size. So that is bending, twisting with bamboo, is our daily pose for today, and I shall be doing that. I'll do a little video clip for that, and I suggest that you do that as well.